Hello gurus, welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Bitcoin is pulling back right now. I'm going to show you a long potential setup and a very bearish potential setup and what I think is going to happen. Hit the subscribe button, join 75,000 people, smash up the thumbs up button. The more you hit that thumbs up button, the more you comment down below, the more the algorithm pushes the channel and we grow. 5 winners are going to be chosen from all the comments every month. So make sure you're commenting down below. 5 winners chosen every month, giving away $1,000 to our students, which is epic. And don't forget, trading on Bybit, you're part of our trading competition. The $8 million competition has already started, which is going to be epic. Let's jump into the technicals. I'm going to show you what I think is going to happen to Bitcoin. I'm going to show you the TA. I'm going to show you a very bearish scenario. And today I bought around 20 Bitcoin. Why? The time to be selling was at $69,000 in November when I called the top. In my opinion, the time to be buying is down here around 20K. Now, it can go lower. We have a big support at 17K, at 13K. I don't think it goes lower than 13K, but I have $1 million I'm going to be putting at 17K, 300,000, 14K, 300,000, 11K, 300,000. So I do have more to be buying down. So don't go all in here. If you have $10,000, make sure you're splitting it up. Assume it could go lower, but I'm starting to buy down 20K down to 11K. In my opinion, we're close to the bottom. The time to sell was up to 69K. The time to be buying is down. Most people don't have that mentality, right? They're like, oh, Bitcoin is dropping. I'm scared. I'm going to be selling down here. But when it's going up at 69K, everyone's like, buy at 69K, and they start buying. They're buying the tops and selling the bottoms. We want to do the opposite. We want to sell towards the top and buy it towards the bottom. When everyone's getting a static, Bitcoin's going to 100K, everyone's like, every single dip, buy the dip, it's going to 100K. That's when you start selling. When your mom is asking you how to buy Bitcoin, when your friend's asking, when everyone starts saying Bitcoin is a scam, they don't want to buy Bitcoin, you tell someone, oh, Bitcoin is amazing, they're like, no, it's a scam, and you're even scared to be buying Bitcoin, that's the time, in my opinion, to be buying Bitcoin. Hit the subscribe button, smash up thumbs, let's jump into the technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into technical analysis. Right now, Bitcoin is we've got that big on the weekly, we're very oversold. We've got a lot of volume and we're on this major support here. If this support breaks at the 19K, we can then fall all the way down here to 13,800. That was the support going back 2019. That was the support in 2019, the top of 2019, and that was a strong support here in 2018. So there's a support at 14K, and there's a major support here at 11,000, around 12,000. So Bitcoin can come down to these areas, 10,000, these areas. It is very possible for Bitcoin to come this low. So keep that in mind before you go all in, that Bitcoin can come down to these strong supports down here. I have money that I'm going to be putting at these 3 lines. $1 million that I'll be buying into Bitcoin at these positions. So at 13th, so if it comes down here, 300,000 I will buy. I expect a big bounce. And then come here, 300,000 I would buy. I'm going to add $1 million. If it comes down here, but again, I'm starting to buy. I've already bought around $300,000 of Bitcoin today even. Because why? I sold all my Bitcoin and my crypto positions on the 11th of November when I called the top up here. That was the time to be selling at the top. Down here is the time to be buying. In my opinion, you have to always do your own due diligence, but this is my thoughts. On the 4 hourly, we're playing out. We've got 2 patterns here that is very important to play out. We've got an inverse head and shoulders, which is a very bullish pattern actually. Inverse head and shoulders, that's now retesting, and we need a bounce here with volume to get that movement to the base of the head, this distance here. If Bitcoin can make that distance, then we can be going, targeting. If we can get a bounce with volume, the target would be 24,800. And that's not what everyone's expecting, which is interesting. Everyone's very panicked here. There's a lot of fear in the markets. Bitcoin usually does what everyone isn't expecting, and no one's expecting a pump for Bitcoin at the moment. They're all thinking it's going to drop down, but we have to wait and see. Now, that's the bullish pattern for Bitcoin. There's also a very bearish pattern for Bitcoin, and that's this one. That's an inverse Adam and Eve. I'm going to show you that. An Adam and Eve inverse is this. You have an Adam pattern, you have the Eve rounding top, and then you have a breakdown, a retest, and then a drop. And if it does make that move, it will move the distance of these 2 peaks. So if Bitcoin does create this pattern, we could be getting a drop to 17,800. And that would then be a double bottom as well, if we can get then a strong bounce off here, which is actually a double bottom is a very big bottoming pattern. So which one do you think Bitcoin is going to play? Is Bitcoin going to play this giant inverse head and shoulders? Let me put it back. This giant inverse head and shoulders. It takes so long. This inverse head and shoulders is Bitcoin. Do you think Bitcoin is going to play that inverse head and shoulders, or do you think Bitcoin is going to play that Adam and Eve pattern? And an Adam and Eve pattern looks like this. This is an Adam and Eve pattern. So you can see the Adam, the Eve rounding, and then the breakdown, retest, and then drop, right? And that's what we can see here when we do that pattern again on Bitcoin. You can see that Bitcoin is forming an Adam and Eve here. Let's pull it up. This one here, right? You can see that it looks very similar to this pattern. We've got this Adam formed, and it's forming an Eve. If it breaks down, retest, and then a drop. And that's very possible that Bitcoin does do this right now. It is creating this Adam and Eve, and you can see that here again. See these two it looks very similar to what's playing out right now. It's not as curved. The Eve isn't as curved, which is good, but that is a possibility again. So that's the Adam and Eve, and then we've got this other one, which is the inverse head and shoulders, which is more likely to play out. Because Bitcoin is oversold. Every time we're having a drop right now, it's not that big of a drop. It's showing Bitcoin is very oversold. Also with the Eve, Adam and Eve pattern, you also need RSI exactly where it is actually. You need an RSI dropping more than 50%. So it's a little bit higher, but dropping down with a volume spike as it drops. So that's we're actually playing out that inverse Adam and Eve pattern. Again, what do you think? Do you think Bitcoin is going to be dropping here? Do you think we're going to play out an Adam and Eve pattern, or do you think Bitcoin is going to play that bullish inverse head and shoulders and head up? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, what I did is I bought a lot of Bitcoin today. Again, if you want to trade the way you're like on the platforms you're seeing me trade, you can trade. These were my positive trades yesterday, which is beautiful. I closed these in the profits. Dogecoin 788% in the profits, Ethereum 166%, Bitcoin $3,000 in the profits. So I made around $5,000 on those trades yesterday. If you want to trade like you're seeing me do under this video, you can sign up to Bybit down below. If you use this link on Bybit, you get a $4,800 sign up bonus when you sign up to Bybit and start trading. Without that link, you only get $400. So make sure you use the link in the description. You can also take the crypto master course with my 6,500 students where you learn technical analysis. And I've got a new Telegram live alerts group where you can see it's free Telegram group. And that Telegram group is growing so quick. We now have 1,700 people in this Telegram group. And you can see I'm sharing trades and my ideas and my thoughts on the markets. 1,727 subscribers in just under in 4 days or 5 days, nearly 2,000 people in there. The links again are all in the description. So over on Bybit, I've got that big trade that I opened today. It's negative $3,500 in the negative right now, 29%. The liquidation price is at $18,000. It's $106,000 trade, currently down $3,500. If this liquidates at $18,700, I would then open another Bitcoin trade at the next support. So I'm going to be trading down Bitcoin. If it comes down to these supports, I will be opening more trades. So my goal is to catch a very large trade, whichever the bottom is, whether it's at 13,000, 10,000, 17,000. I will be buying more Bitcoin at these lines. So just keep that in mind. Over on Binance, I also bought today around, I bought in here, I've got 253,000. It's down $9,000 today. I've got $253,000. I bought 12 Bitcoin in here today. And again, my thoughts are buy towards the bottom and sell towards the top, which again is different to what most people do. Most people they hear all the FOMO, they start buying everything, like it's 60K, it's going up, buy, your average person, and they're buying towards the top. My idea, and now they're fearful to buy it when it's at 20K. They wanted to buy at 69K, they don't want to buy at 20K. Don't be like them. You sell the tops and you buy the bottoms when everyone's too scared to buy. That's my opinion. But again, make sure you split up your capital because it could keep going down. So just keep that in mind. Don't be buying everything. Like these red lines are where Bitcoin has strong supports that it could actually pull down. But in my opinion, again, I just bought around $1 million worth of $500,000 worth of Bitcoin today. I do expect that this inverse head and shoulders pattern does play out with volume because we're just not seeing big drops anymore on Bitcoin. Every time it drops, it's very small and then recovery. We're not seeing very big drops. But again, let's see if this Adam and Eve pattern plays out. Those are my thoughts on the market. That's what I think is happening with Bitcoin. I'm making trades on Bybit. The link down below to sign up to Bybit. And yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think. Do you think Bitcoin is going to make that inverse head and shoulders down at the bottom to have a massive breakout? Or do you think Bitcoin is going to be dropping on that inverse Adam and Eve pattern that's playing out? Let me know. And again, signing up to Bybit, you get that $4,800 bonus. Also interesting, Bitcoin search term right now is almost at an all-time high. And look at November, it was at 50 search term, worldwide search term, United States. It was at 50%, and now we're at 100. So all-time high searches for Bitcoin right now, which I find very interesting. A lot of people are starting to be like, oh, what's happening with Bitcoin? Also, congratulations, Shervin. James' channel is epic. You won 200 USD, Sean. So congratulations. Make sure you're commenting every video. Everyone will get we're going to choose 5 winners of 200 USD, giving away $1,000 a month. Shervin, thank you for always being so generous and humble, James. God bless you and your family. 100K subscribers for this amazing channel. Watch every video and promote you to all my friends because I love everything you do for your community. Keep it up, bro. Thank you, Refno. This is one of the characters from Magicraft MCRT, which is our play to earn game. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you have an amazing night. This is James from Crypto Guru, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.